We're going, we're going.
I don't know you wanted to walk with that pole.
You didn't.
I always walk over it.
I always walk over it.
Yeah, I
Hey then. Oop, what's that?
So that's what I've been causing the problems over.
Well, it's not been causing any problems lately, but that could have caused a problem. Yeah. Hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. It's been an eventful morning. Good eventful though. I'm glad I found that. That would have sucked to try and run through a baler, especially borrowed one. What'd you say? It's not dry. Not at all. Not at all. And the ground's pretty wet underneath of it. So, what should we do? Pretty wet. So,
I'm going to get one.
Nerf gun dart. It's amazing the things you find in a field.
When was the last time you bailed this thing?
It's been a long, long time, bud.
There's your old baler.
Yeah, there's the old baler that didn't work out, huh? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I guess we'll rake it up and let the ground dry a little bit and then ted it back out. That's probably gonna be the best thing we can do with this at the moment. We've got that's why the truck was so nasty and the rake is so nasty, is I had to pull it out of my yard this morning, which was a bit of a fiasco. About got stuck 3 or 4 different times, but anyway, the old Ford managed to gut it out and get it out of there, so that's good.
Yo, that's a Ford truck?
You know that's a Ford truck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I've been reading the signs all the time.
You've been reading the signs all the time. Very good. So anyway, I'm gonna go get the tractor and we'll rake this up.
After you move this truck.
Okay, so second pass around. Like I said, it's not near as heavy as I thought it was going to be, or at least not as heavy as it was last year. Anyway, we're just going to rake it up real quick. I'm probably going to kick 3 windrows together as good measure more than anything else, and go from there. But anyway, you see it's rolling it up good, and then we'll let it sit. I got a few other things I need to do, and then we will come back and blow it apart with a tedder. Okay, so raked it up. It's been sitting here for a couple hours. Did a few things around the place, not much, but a few things. Changed my mom's oil, that needed to get done. Throw that over there. That's a better place for that, down there in the honeysuckle. So far, what the hell? Whatever. So far, I don't think we're too bad off here. But Now they're calling for a 50% chance of rain that we didn't have as of this morning at 4 o'clock. It's now 2 o'clock. And this down here is really, really green yet and really, really wet. So I guess we're gonna wait until 4 o'clock and then see what it does before we make up our minds what else we're gonna do. So meanwhile, I need to go up and take the tedder off, or not the tedder, the mower. I'm gonna take it off and see if I can block it up or something and make it a little more better. Yeah, a little more better for to work on rather than just having it on the back of the tractor, although that's probably the best place I could put it. And this big gob of stuff right here, that's definitely got to get broke up. That's getting hot already like it is. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it's a waiting game to see whether it's going to rain anymore or not. So far it doesn't look like it's going to, but it's a waiting game. So that's all I can say for it. So anyway, I'm gonna go take the mower off the tractor, change the hydraulic filter in it, maybe change the oil too if I got enough oil, and we'll see how it goes. If at 4 o'clock it's not raining and they've changed their percentage of chance of rain, I'll come down here and kick this apart again with the tedder, call it a day. Let it sit here and do its thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be about the best I can do for it, I think. But as I said yesterday, if it still doesn't, you know, if it does go bad on me, I will have at least gotten the weeds before they went to seed, so I can come in here and spray this and have a better second crop out of it. So anyway, all right, so we got the mower unhooked, got it blocked up so it can't fall on me when I do go to work on it. Anyway, got the Pitman rod or arm out of the thing, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know what this one's made out of, but it's been in this pretty much this shape since I've had this mower. And yeah, this thing here broke, this metal piece broke before the wood did. So anyway, it is what it is, I guess. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's how it did it. I had a little one on my Cub here a couple of years ago and it did the same exact thing. I don't know how and I don't know why, but that's what it did. That's better. Okay. So we got to get this thing here pulled off, which is no big deal. Take that center bolt out, that slides out. Then we can take and compare this to the one on that old sickle mower out there. And sometime when I have my work truck up here, so I can then go ahead and cut that. I don't remember the last use we had for barbed wire around this place. Anyway, so the next time I have my work truck up here, I can use it to cut that bolt out of the yeah, that piece up there, the swath board, and then the we can take that thing off and see if we can get that other one off out there and see if they will interchange or not. I hope they will, or at least I hope I can make them interchange. For now, the project is changing this thing again. I've got 10 gallons of oil. It holds 11. so we're not going to mess with that right now. Changing all of it, but we'll probably do that in the near future. Anyway, this is the hydraulic oil filter for the 484. I did a series a while, well, let's see, last year sometime, about hydraulic problems on that tractor. And anyway, it wasn't, the filter had been changed several times by its previous owners, but it was never done correctly. So we had repeated issues, and yeah, anyway, it was a mess. You'll have to look back and find that video. It was 484 hydraulic problems, I think, or filter change, hydraulic filter change, or something like that. If I can find it, I'll put a link to this in this video. Yes? Yeah, okay. So anyway, in order to access the hydraulic filter on these things, really easy to do. Take out these 2 bolts. There should have been 3, but that one broke off the last time I was in here, or sometime when I was in here. And anyway, there's a canister down in there, and we'll show it to you in a minute once I get things in order. All right, so there is said canister on the filter right there. Well, that's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So anyway, I think that is an 11/16. I think that's what that is. And I would be wrong because it's a 3/4. So anyway. Okay, my catch pin's even in the right spot. How about that stuff? Pull that bolt out of there. Oh, come on. Well, okay. It's supposed to be easy. There it goes. Okay, so there we have our filter and our O-ring. And you cleaned your mirror off. Well, thank you. Okay, so I don't know where we were at there, but anyway, we have pretty major issues of some sort or another here. Get this picked up before I don't have any more paper towels. So, in keeping in 484 tradition, it's one thing after another. Yay! So now, my steering being difficult is probably something a little bit more serious than just the filter, but the filter might get us by for a little while. So, we're gonna try it and find out, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so this nifty little O-ring right here, I don't see any place for it to go in this filter mess here. I've got this all cleaned out. We got a new filter. We've got this O-ring, or this a gasket for the cartridge, and then 2 O-rings inside of here. One of them goes on the bolt for the filter housing. Anyway, let's see here. So said little O-ring, it really doesn't have a place to go in there either. Really, it does not have a place to go in there either. So that means it's got to be one of the cartridges. Down here. There's one there and one here. And then there's a couple more in there as well, but those are the 2. Oh, without having a book handy, I don't remember what they are exactly, but anyway, one of them is the main relief, and then the other one is priority valve for steering and stuff like that. It has a priority valve for steering and brakes. Steering and brakes gets oiled first before anything else does, and then it goes to the lift and your remote lines, and then to the PTO. So yeah, the fact that I'm losing steering before I lose anything else was kind of pointing to me that I have a valve issue, and all the metal shavings is pointing to me that I have a pump issue. So yay. And boy, if it doesn't rain, it's gonna have missed a really good chance to do so. So anyway, let me get down here on my back and see if I can figure out where that little O-ring goes. Oh, there comes the thunder. Yay. More rain that we didn't need. Okay, so no answer for where our little O-ring came from. Don't know, got no idea where the little tiny thing came from, and now I've lost it. So put it back together with a new filter, I'm gonna put it back together with a new filter, and we'll see what it does from there. Hopefully it'll go ahead and work like it's supposed to. We'll see. And then I'm probably gonna have to see if I can get like an MCV kit, as that is where the filter goes on. That is the main control valve for the tractor. Okay, that decides what's getting oil, where it's going, how much pressure, all that good stuff. So it all comes from right out of there. The pump is actually bolted to that on the inside, I believe. And you know, anyway, we're gonna have to do a complete drain and fill, another new filter, pull that thing off, clean it out, put in new seals as needed, whatever, and probably see if we can any discernible way we can inspect the pump. If it's, I don't even know what kind of pump it is, if it's a gear pump or what, if it's a gear pump or a piston pump or what it may be. I don't know what's in there. At least was not off the top of my head. So I'm gonna have to look into that and see what we can do with it. Or if I can get it to run and steer decent with this new filter, we may send it down the road. Whichever. Okay, so all back together again. Still don't have any steering at idle, or well, you can steer it, but it's not power assisted steering like it's supposed to be. You take it up to, I don't know, 1,000, 1,100 RPM or so, and then you can steer it just fine. So anyway, whatever that little O-ring, wherever that little O-ring goes, that's a problem. And as I said, with all the metal filings and everything else that's in here, we have other issues. Anyway, so yay. Bless you.
I blessed you 2 times.
Yeah, I saw you sneeze twice. Anyway, So they've canceled my chance of rain for 4 o'clock, and they've put my chance of rain for 5 o'clock down to 30%. So we're gonna take this thing out and go ted out the hay real quick, spread it back out because the ground's dry now. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put the cross draw bar in this thing. That is, if it'll fit in the tedder tongue, which it looks like it would. So anyway, we're gonna put the cross draw bar in here and go ted the hay out. That
That's the tedder right there.
yeah, that's the tedder right over there. Okay, so anyway, cross draw bar is in. Like I said, we're gonna take this thing and go ted the hay around, knock the hay around down there, get it out of the windrows and let it sit. Hopefully we won't have any more rain. It's about, I don't know, 80, somewhere between 80 and 85 degrees, and it's just wringing wet, humid as it can be. So if it doesn't rain on it again, it will be a sheer miracle. But miracle or no miracle, we'll take it. So anyway, passenger and all, we're gonna go ted some hay.